Alright, I tried to do your reading a couple times, and I ain't gonna lie, I rage quit. I rage quit your readings. Well, I shouldn't say rage quit. I got frustrated with your reading because it's like talking to a brick wall, and I feel like that's the energy that you're in. Like you're feeling like you're just talking to brick walls. Like you feel like your message isn't being heard, or like people aren't absorbing them. Could be friends, family, relationship. But that's the energy I was hella picking up on today. This like frustrating, like it's almost impossible to communicate. So let's see. Maybe feeling a little scattered. Let's see it. Water your garden. Nourishment, body care, tenderness, and rest, right? Be gentle on yourself. Take care of yourself. You're not for everyone. Embrace your weirdness and face your true north. Alright? If you know anything about your true north, your north node, like in your, that's what it's about. You need to face that. You need to know what your purpose is, what you're here for. You're wasting your time on things that are, not receptive to you. Right? That's what I'm really seeing. It's okay to not be for everyone. Right? This card often shows up when we're just like frustrated and trying to get through to somebody that we just can't get through to. And there is a message in that you can't get through to them because you're not supposed to. Right? Activated earth. Power places. Ley lines. Trust where you're being led. Let's see. I'm feeling this abstract energy, so I'm going to use my Muse Tarot deck today. This is my deck that I use when I'm just feeling in the abstract, like that confusion, that lack of clarity. Sometimes the lack of clarity is the most clarity, right? If you're not feeling any clarity with somebody, with an individual or group of individuals, time to cut it off, right? If they ain't listening, if they're not receptive, you gotta do that. I've had to do that with people that I never wanted to have to cut off, But as long as they're not listening, as long as they're not receptive, and as long as they continuously like cross my boundaries, that has to happen, right? It's self-love to let go of things that constantly stomp all over your boundaries, right? Okay. Let me redo that because like the entire deck is trying to fall out. You've got a lot of messages coming through, let's say that. Let's slow down, Spirit. I can only speak so fast. Okay? Yeah, I feel like this is an important message for you, right? Make sure that you're taking care of yourself, loving yourself, even when you struggle to, that is the most pure and most real form of love, right? When you're down in the dumps and you're feeling all depressed and you're like, I just want to lay in bed and not do anything, and and you're just like, like sometimes you just gotta, with zero motivation, you know, zero motivation, you have to take every ounce of your willpower to love yourself, right? In the same way that you would love a partner, right? Like sometimes we may not be in the mood to entertain their energy, right? Or to be, I mean, I'm not in a relationship. This is theoretical, okay? Theoretical. But, you know, like how I view a healthy relationship is that you show up even when it's hard. You know, you're there for them despite all odds, right? And you got to do that for yourself. You got to show up for yourself. Love is not just a feeling, right? Like a lot of people would like to believe it's not just I feel love for you. It's love is action. Love is doing, right? So when you love yourself, guess what you do? You get up, you take a shower, you eat the vegetables. I know, but right? All right, I get it, right? Sometimes I'll look at the broccoli and I'm like, well, it ain't a steak, but okay, you know. But that's love. Like, what's going to be more fulfilling to my body? What does my body actually need in the moment? You know. Like earlier, I woke up and I had a whole headache and I was just feeling out of sorts and I wanted to do this first, but Spirit was like, no, love yourself first. Get yourself your water, your coffee, your food, like, and then come back to this, you know. And I had to go and do that, and then my headache went away, and it was like, okay, that's what you got to do. You got to put yourself first. You got to do the things, even if you're like, I'd rather be doing something else. No, you got to love yourself first above all else. You know, when you love yourself, then your love is projected outwardly to the world, right? Two materials, right? You're weighing your options now. You're like making a decision. Um, it's kind of this, as you see, one option outweighs the other, right? They're not balanced decisions, right? So I feel like this isn't going to be a hard decision in terms of knowing what's better for you. It might be hard in knowing that what's better for you is not the answer you want. Okay, sometimes that happens, right? Five of Materials or Five of Pentacles in the reverse tells me that you're not going to be left out in the cold, right? Because you have to, like I said, you have to make that decision to put in that love for yourself. Love is a verb. If I say I love my kids, I don't just say I love my kids. I make sure they get their showers. I make sure that they have their school supplies. I make sure that they're, you know, eating food, you know, and it's not always the healthiest, but they're eating and they're healthy in general, right? Make sure that they have activities. We do these things for the people we love, right? That's just what we do. That's how we show it. So, you know, people can sit there and be like, I love you, I love you, I love you. But if you ain't seeing it, and, you know, like, where is that? You know, because I've seen more love from the lady that I nanny for than I ever have from my own, like, ex-husband, right? Like, which is funny. And so sometimes that happens, and you know, you might notice that the people who really put in efforts for you are not the people that you once thought it would be, but it's better for that, right? People who love you, they understand your boundaries too, right? And I feel like that's part of this. They understand and respect that. You know, it's not selfish, right? Love is selfless. Love is being willing to sacrifice for this other, for others, right? In general. But also, you have to be willing to sacrifice for yourself too. You have to be willing to sacrifice, like, say, it's a good self-sacrifice. Like, I have to stop eating cake for breakfast, okay? Like, I know, everybody, every time I bring it up, my friends are like, no, you don't, right? But I do, right? Let's be real. I can't just be buying cheesecakes and eating them for breakfast all the time. Like, as an adult, I can do that, but as somebody who loves myself, I should not be doing that, you know? Like, that's, you know, one of my personal sacrifices. Because I was, for a minute there, I was going to the store buying myself some cheesecakes. I was like, ain't nobody here to tell me what to do. You know, it's like, you know, that's part of the journey, I think. You know? So, and as an Aquarius, I'm always like, nobody can tell me what to do. So I have to tell myself what to do sometimes, you know? Sometimes you have to parent yourself. Sometimes you have to discipline yourself. You have to drink the water. I don't like drinking water, but guess what, chicken butt? I'm drinking it. That's, you know, ask anybody who knows me. Like, you'll rarely see water in my hand because I'm just, like, I'll drink Gatorade. You know, I'm gonna be real with you guys. I don't have, like, I'm not gonna pretend like I'm not, or like I'm better than I actually am. Like, the reality is, I suck at drinking water. So, the Fool, the decision that you do make, and inevitably, right, it's going to seem like a risk. It's going to seem like a big step. Like, look at this girl. She is just like, look at the momentum behind her step. She is like, oh yeah, there's a ladder right there. I don't care. I'm jumping off this cliff, all faith, you know? That's, one of my favorite tarot readers, 369 Supreme Tarot. He once, he did this reading, and it was called All Gas, No Brakes, right? And that's what we do here in the Fool energy. It's all gas, no brakes. I freaking love that reading. You guys should check it out. I love that guy. He's great. But it was probably a few months ago, but it resonated that heavily with me. Like, I was like, I need to get that tattooed on my body. All gas, no brakes. Like, it's just, it's so real, because when you step into your purpose, that's what you do. You just full ass it, you know? You just, Elon Musk it. That fool's working like 120 hours a week. Like, how do you even have enough? How do you sleep? How do you eat? How do you do anything, right? How is he getting women pregnant? I don't understand. How is he raising children? I don't know. But his, you know, his love is so global, right? His whole thing is to really help reverse the damages here and to help get the hell off this planet. I don't blame him. You know, I would want to get off this planet too. Elon, if you hearing this, get me off the planet too. Like, but anyway, Ten of Pentacles tells me your wish fulfillment is, you know, coming full circle, right? I see a strong community vibe, right? You see all these flowers. The flowers in tarot represent abundance, right? And I see this, and it's Ten of material, so you're gonna have material abundance too, right? Or pentacles. They changed the name of the suits. The suits are always the same though, right? And this is like physical abundance, right? And as well as emotional abundance, right? You got your whole community. You have a whole squad here looking out for you. I really like that energy. You're, whatever, you know, where this activated earth card comes out, it's like you're being led to prosperity. You're being led to really good outcomes. You have to drop any narrative of fear, right? Fear, doubt, insecurity, those are all the devil, okay? Like, those are all just what comes out of your ego, right? Fear, doubt, and insecurity. Real confidence comes from a higher place, right? It's deeper than that. And so anytime you're feeling fear, doubt, or insecurity, no, that's demonic shit. That's demonic feelings, and you gotta work through those feelings. You gotta sever those feelings, you know? And that's why oftentimes you're put in a position where you have to face your fears, or if you have any judgments, you have to face those judgments, right? Like, you have to be put in the same situation of the person that you judged. That's hard. That's hard. But it is how it goes, you know? So that's why I'm like, I don't judge nobody. I don't even judge my damn self anymore, you know? I won't. I love when people are like, only God can judge me. And it's like, dude, God doesn't even want to, right? God doesn't even want to. God wants to love you. Y'all are just high on crack thinking God's out here being a dick. God's out here working in your favor. Sometimes what is the most beneficial for you in life is not the answer you want. Sometimes it's just like with my kids, like, yeah, they would love to eat, candy 24/7, I'm sure, but then I have to make sure that they're eating proteins and starches and whatever else kids need, vegetables and shit. They barely eat those. I'll be real, they don't like them. And I get it. I have to disguise the vegetables as something else. Green smoothies are always a hit, right? Yeah, dude, see, like, you're making a decision based on some energies. Okay, so, like, with the Page of Swords, right, it's like somebody may have been, like, harshly judging you or very, like, hating on you, putting you in a bad mind space, right? This is somebody who was constantly trying to bring conflict in your life. Somebody who's constantly, with the Three of Swords in reverse, so I see that you're healing from this and you're understanding that they're coming from a place of fear, doubt, and insecurity. You're understanding that, right? So you don't hate on them, even though they deserve it. You're not giving them what they deserve. You're giving them your truest nature, which is a good nature, right? Even if you're completely cutting them off and you're not being a part of their life, I don't see you out here, talking bad on them or like trying to slander their name or do anything. Like, you're showing the world that you are coming from a higher place. Nine of Materials, or Nine of Pentacles, tells me that this is why you're getting your wish fulfillment. This is why abundance is going to start flowing into your life for you. Justice in reverse, Libra energy. So, yeah, somebody has been very unfair with you. Somebody has, like, without, it's like they've just tried to ruin you or, like, ruin your life or ruin your reputation. Whatever it is, they were spiteful, right? Queen of Swords in reverse tells me you won't even fight about it, right? I hella see Libra energy, though. Libra is an air sign, and Queen of Swords is an air sign, right? So, despite facing these injustices, you're not coming at them trying to ruin their lives. You're not slandering them. You're not sabotaging them. You're allowing them to live freely, right? And you're like, eventually, they'll get over it. They'll move on. They'll stop. Whatever, It's your faith in the goodness that brings in the goodness, It's that knowing that life is really working out for you. And when you hate on people, life doesn't work out for you. These people are facing their own karmic battles, right? Here's the thing that they're unaware of is you have a whole army of ancestors, right? And energy is neither created nor destroyed. It just recycles, right? So your ancestors, your soul tribe, right? All of that, they're still there and they still fight on your behalf. They still lead you, right? That's where your intuition, like, who do you think is speaking to your intuition when it's like, when you get that knot in your stomach and you're like, this isn't a good idea, I should turn around, da-da-da, That's your ancestor saying, maybe you should turn around and not do this thing, you know? Or when you get that surge in your stomach and you're like, this is kind of a gamble, but I feel like I should do it. That's also your ancestors talking to you through your intuition, you know? Your ancestors, your angels, the divine beings, the gods, the goddesses, all those. You know, let's be real. They're just all energy beings, right? Light beings. They all are aspects of the source here that we all come from. Higher dimensional beings, because they can traverse dimensions without the limitation of space and time, right? Which we can do too when we're sleeping. Study Carl Jung if you want to learn a bit about that. I do see that you're just a really good person, right? And you didn't deserve the bullshit that these people put you through. That's really what I'm seeing. And I feel like almost like this, like, apology that you had to even go through it, right? Like a spiritual apology. It's like you didn't deserve it, but man, you passed the test. You really worked your way through that. And that's what's beautiful about it. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Seven of Swords in reverse tells me you're letting go of people who lie, cheat, and steal, right? This person has no access to you anymore, right? Their motives were bad. And so they have no access to you anymore. It's like they've gotten their divine warning and they know that if they try, they gonna get fucked up, right? Six of Cups in reverse. This is somebody who's just, they think like such a grown-up, right? And I'm saying that with a lot of disdain in my voice, I know, but they do. They do, and it's gross. You know, I don't like that when people aren't in touch with their inner child, when people aren't, when they're just like all like work and they just, I don't know, they have like no imagination, which makes it really hard for them to have compassion or empathy, right? I'm seeing a narcissist or a psychopath. What's the difference, right? Like, I believe a narcissist is actually the combination of a sociopath and a psychopath from my research, right? Which is like the scariest fucking combination of people, right? Like, literally, if you lack empathy, that means God removed its hand from you and was like, your ancestors turned their whole back on you. There's no intuition there. There ain't nobody helping. You know, it's like being abandoned by spirit, right? Being a whole ass narcissist or psychopath. That's scary, dude. That's scary. Okay? But I feel like, yeah, this person, they lack a lot of empathy. But they've been warned. And they face the consequences of their actions, and they continue to face it. They will continue losing, and they will continue suffering as long as they continue trying to bring injustice in your life. Temperance. This is all about divine timing, patience, being even tempered, having a good temperament about you, right? Ten of Cups or Ten of Emotions tells me that you're getting it all. You got 10-10. You got 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Emotions. Or 10 of Pentacles and 10 of Cups. Sorry, the whole changing of the names fucks me up a little bit. 10-10 is all about endings and new beginnings. Also, 10 of Cups is like that emotional fulfillment, that emotional abundance. 10 of Pentacles is physical abundance, resources, financial abundance, you know, so I see abundance coming to you in all forms, right? I'm seeing 5 moon cycles, which is like half a month, right? Pretty sure. It's like half a month. 2 weeks. There's something in 2 weeks that I'm seeing. Yeah, the death card. Scorpio energy. Maybe enemies are dying. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. No. But the ending of your suffering is happening here, right? The ending of your struggle is happening here, right? 7 of Wands in reverse tells me that the path has already been carved out for you. You just need to walk it. 8 of Cups, you need to walk away from energies that throw you into a low vibration. 5 of Cups, because you know damn well you wasted your emotions on this situation. I see that you've cried about it. I see that you've heard about it. What's funny though is on the Temperance card, these lunar cycles here, it ends on the full moon, right? And right here, I see a full moon in her heart. There's something about this full moon. Isn't the full moon happening in about 2 weeks? I need to look into it. We're in the first quarter moon after the new moon. Let's find out. We'll find out. I'm like over here trying to like process time with the moon. Okay, but bottom line though, is there's something about this full moon energy. And it's funny because this lunar cycle starts in the first quarter, which is hilarious. Which is pretty much right where we are. Be patient. Walk away from things that don't serve your highest good, right? And you'll feel it in your soul, things that don't resonate with you. You'll feel when something's wrong for you. Or certain doors will just shut in your face if it ain't right for you. Sometimes that sucks. But honestly, it can be the best thing that ever happened for you too. You can't go back to yesterday. Be in the present. Like I said, walk away from the past. It doesn't serve you anymore. It just brings emotional... It's emotionally draining. That's what I'm seeing. The past is just emotionally draining for you. You don't need that. Becoming braver. Resilience, experience, growing stronger, fresh perspective. You're going to need to be brave because I see you taking a huge leap of faith. Look, you're walking away from something and towards something. I didn't even notice that until just now. It's the same damn place, right? Different outfits, same damn place, right? Walking away from one situation and you're walking into a whole new life. And that whole new life is bringing you a whole lot of abundance all the way around. They're even walking in the same damn direction. That's hilarious. Okay. Yuga Shakti. We may yearn for circumstances to unfold according to our personal preferences, yet to trust in divine timing alleviates stress and fosters a more peaceful relationship with the universe. Even the right thing cannot attain fruition at the wrong time. A negative cycle is due to end, and a new dawn shall arise. Right? I'm just showing you how these messages really coincide with what we've been talking about. Kalyantra. You have more power to evoke a positive shift in your circumstances than you realize. If anything required for success is lacking, the Divine Mother shall provide it. You are crossing a crucial spiritual threshold. Stay focused, let distractions fall away, and continue to commit yourself to what matters most to your heart. A more beautiful experience awaits you. Alright, that's pretty much what I have for you. I hope this was helpful. I wish you the best of luck because I say that you really need it and you deserve it. And you're gonna have it. That's, you're doing great. I feel like you're really getting this like pat on the back for how you've handled yourself thus far and how you haven't allowed yourself to falter from your own faith and your own trust in the universe. Make sure you're giving love to yourself. Take care of yourself. All right? Take care of yourself, and then the divine will also take care of you. Namaste. I love you guys. Bye.